chaotic, and it has changed my life. I'm a fan of his ever since. I love this collection. Of his most legendary supermodels and more. The four queens of the runway. Fashion, New York Fashion Week is right around the corner. Librarian tonight, and that's because I came to read a bitch. Jaja's Atelier, bitch.
Love and peace from a community in my entire life. You know, gay people run this shit. Don't you? All the trends, all the things that the girls rock and love, it really is. Talk Trump. Gotta get him out of here, for real. Whack him out. All right.
Welcome back to a brand new episode of Jaja's Atelier. Listen, you guys probably didn't think I would be back this quick. But listen, it was a whole lot going on. I can't ignore it. I can't sit on the sidelines and watch everybody give their little opinion. And I don't throw my 2 cents in the ring, honey. So guess what? The bitch is back. So I opened the show. Listen, it's Pride Month. And so every episode during Pride Month, I'm going to open with a speech, a quote, something to uplift our community. Because listen, we're going through some trying times, which we're going to get to in a minute. But that was Doshi at DC Pride this past weekend. She's a huge advocate for the community, and she's a rising black, young, gifted, and black talent that is making waves in the industry and really, really repping for black trans women in particular. So I have to send huge shouts to her. So listen, y'all. Speaking of sending huge shout outs, I want to send a huge shout out and congratulations. Speaking of black excellence and young, gifted, and black darling at only 21 years old, tennis sensation Coco Gauff has become the first American in 10 years to take home the French Open trophy, beating world's number one, what is her name? Ariana Sabalenka. She's only 21 years old again. And you know, the story behind this, her winning, this is the epitome of, what's the word I'm looking for? Not imagination, manifestation. This is the epitome. This is a video of her sitting behind, I believe this is Venus Williams, Serena's sister, while she was, I don't know if she was at the French Open. She might have been at the French Open. I'm not sure, but at one of her matches. And she also has this note here, you know, saying, listen, I just had a dream that I won the French Open. And here we are in 2025, and her at only 21 becoming the first American to snatch the trophy in 10 years. Huge congratulations, young lady. Keep on doing your thing. We need new rising stars. We need new talent. We need new inspiration. And she's definitely giving that for the younger generation. Now, her win did not come without a little bit of shade from the loser, Ariana Sabalenka. So, you know, they always do an interview with the winner and the loser after the match. And take a look at what Ariana Sabalenka had to say.
Quite well, mentally, I would say. So basically, that's it. I was just making unforced errors. Like, I don't know, I have to check the statistics. I think she won the match not because she played incredible, just because I made all of those mistakes from, like, if you look from the outside, kind of like from...
That sounds a lot like somebody that lives in the White House, doesn't it? So I did my research on this young lady, and she has a history of bad sportsmanship. Listen, girl, I don't even think this is a race thing. She does this with everybody. Let me explain something to you, honey. Coco beat you fair and square. It's not the first time she's beaten you, by the way. Okay. And listen, it was a nasty snide comment. She was in her feelings. She did own up to the fact, yes, it's cigarette time. Soon it will be reefer time. This is my show, my rules. You know, she did admit that she was a little off her game mentally or whatever, but it's just like, girl, come on. And here's my thing with white people. It's just certain things now. Everybody is so hypersensitive. Why even say something like this? Shake the bitch, shake the young lady's hand. I didn't mean to call her a bitch. You know, that's a term of endearment over here in the atelier. Shake the young lady's hands and say congratulations and keep it moving, girl. Cause your clammy cunt ass lost fair and fucking square. I don't give a fuck. We don't give a fuck what was going on in your mind. You should have had all that shit together before you got that put that racket in your hand and got out there on that court. Anyway, moving on. So listen, honey, BET, BET, BET. This is a step in the right direction. I loved it. This is the first time, I think, since maybe 2018, 2017 maybe, that I have watched the BET Awards in its entirety, and I was pleasantly surprised. Money well spent. Great job on upgrading the set. The red carpet looked so professional and amazing. Listen, we had all the right talent there. Listen, I have my sources, and allegedly, everybody that was invited, allegedly, now this is alleged, but my sources are sometimes very reliable. Allegedly, BET pulled the Cannes Film Festival on the girls, telling them, listen, honey, we need y'all a little more covered up. If you're gonna have your ass out, wrap it in chantilly lace, girl. And everybody paid us, everybody followed instructions. Let's talk about my favorites from the red carpet. First, I want to start off with Doechii. Doechii is wearing Miu Miu. Listen, I liked this. A lot of people were like, damn, girl, you could have worked a little harder. But this is the BET Awards. It was giving me early 2000s India Arie. It was giving me late 90s Lauryn Hill. I loved it. I loved it with the shoe. I love the belts. They say that bangle bracelets are really going to be the in thing for winter 2025 going into 2026. So I guess I'm going to have to pull that out of my storage, honey. Yeah, I like this look. All right, who's next? Oh, I have to give it for the fellas. I have to give it to the group B2K. Listen, I am so glad that these fellas have worked out their issues. You know, Omarion was really, really giving Diana, I don't need ya to the rest of the boys. And then he went out on tour by himself and had his hormone titties out. And so he got humbled real quick, and now he's back with the rest of the guys, Little Fizz, J-Boog, and even Raz B, who went on a whole, decade-long bender, and he's finally gotten himself together. They looked absolutely great. They looked just like they look when they, baby, turn around and let me, bump, bump, bump. You know what I'm saying? So huge shout out to them. They looked really good. You know, Little Fizz, you've always been my favorite. Holla. All right, let's go on to the next. Okay, now, after having a baby not even a year ago, I'm not sure how old her baby is, Ashanti, though the vocals did not give me anything but a shy preteen at the church basement function, honey, the look gave me va-va-voom. I lived for this. I also liked her on-stage look, but I lived for this. Ashanti has not aged a bit. She's gained a little bit of weight, and that baby weight has dispersed in all the right places, honey. Yes, Ashanti. All right, who do we have next? Okay, this one was a mini reunion. Tisha Campbell-Martin and her former co-star of My Wife and Kids, Jennifer Freeman. Now, if you don't remember, Jennifer Freeman played the oldest daughter, Claire, on My Wife and Kids from season 2 to the end. You know, they had a darker actress of a darker hue playing the daughter child, and then all of a sudden they just switched her out. I don't know why. I'm not trying to be shady. I'm just stating the facts. But yeah, I loved Jennifer Freeman's look. It was cute. But Tisha Campbell, baby! Tisha Campbell said, bitch, I would have had my body done. She's newly divorced. Her kids are damn near grown. I've been seeing her more and more and more. Tisha Campbell-Martin is still here, and I am living for it. Yes, Tisha Campbell, another throwback sitcom queen who is still remaining relevant to this day, honey. Tia Mowry. I love Tia Mowry in this chocolate gown. She just looked like a goddess. I love the hair pulled back. I love the smoky eye. Again with the heavy gold bangles. 2008 is making a return. I done lit this cigarette about 6 times and ain't even took a puff, and it's almost gone. Damn it. Damn it, bats! Anyway, listen, I'm a little lit tonight, y'all. And I look cute. Yes, I love Tia's look. Are her and her husband getting back together? I wish they would just go ahead and get back together, because there was no offense. Well, I can't say that because, it's a lot of girls out here that's got a little baggage, kids, ex-husbands, and they are doing the goddamn thing. Cash Doll, Tiana Taylor and Aaron Pierre. We're going to get to that in a minute. Don't you worry. Cardi B, all these girls are bouncing back. All these girls are bouncing back, honey, with new men, honey. I hope it work out for them because they airing their business out a little too quick for me. But again, we're gonna get into that in a minute. Who else do we have on the red carpet here? Oh, talk about a throwback, ladies and gentlemen. Her body is like, whoa. Her face is like, whoa. The incredibly talented, the nostalgic. We grew up on this young lady, Maya. Maya looked fucking amazing. I don't know who she's wearing. I love the hair. Again, with the heavy bangles. I love the jewelry. I love that Merlot color red on her body. I wasn't crazy about the bag. She could have left the bag in the paper bag, honey. But oh, honey, she looked absolutely fabulous. She also performed as well. We're gonna get into the performances in just a minute, right after I read my worst dress. Cam Newton, what the hell you got on? Cam Newton looks like the troll in Central Park, honey. I cannot. And he's there with his concubine, Funny Jazz. What's her name? Jasmine Brown? We know it's not Jasmine Newton. That's not nice. I'm sorry, girl. I'm sorry. But listen, you got up on there bragging, and he's dragging you for filth every time you get on that podcast, honey. And for all that he's put you through, and you're pregnant, he could have laced you up a little bit better than this. Come on now. I mean, in your words, he is the $100 million nigga, so you say. I mean, come on, girl. This looks like something I saw at Claire's last week, honey, when I was getting my little baby's ear pierced. Honey. They look a hot mess. You know what? I don't like them as a couple. And it's him. I don't like him for her. Anyway, she's comfortable being a concubine, so. Do you, girl. Oh, girl, I'm getting shaded tonight. Okay, so, all right. So, what I loved most about the BET Awards was the 106 in Park tribute. Let me tell y'all something. What a time to be alive. I went to 106 in Park twice. Twice I went to 106 in Park when I was a boy. And let me tell you something. Free and AJ, iconic. AJ Calloway was not there. Terrence and Roxy, those are the only two sets of hosts that matter. AJ and Free and Roxy and Terrence. AJ Calloway wasn't able to make it, and neither was Roxy Diaz. They did acknowledge it on social media and said that they wish they could have been there, but their schedules were conflicting or whatever the case may be. B2K performed, and I mean they had it down again. Little Fizz, you've always been my favorite. Omarion kept his shirt on, which he did lose a little weight. I did see a post on one of those ghetto blog sites where he girl, why did I get on this camera tonight? Where he had his shirt up and that body was back right, it was back to that touch. He was back to that size, that weight class. Again, Little Fizz, you've always been my favorite. Who else performed? Oh, speaking of Maya shut it down on the stage as well. Um, Here's Free. Free is here on the old 106 in Park set. She was one of my worst dressed too. I'm sorry, Free. I love you. Free Marie, I love you down. I met you in person years, like this is like 20 something years ago, but I will never forget it. You were so sweet. I love you down. But ooh, girl, this dress was a mess. It was an ode to her era though. It was. It's the strippity straps. Also, Tiana Taylor and the very handsome, very sought after Aaron Pierre have made it official, walking the red carpet together, attending the BET Awards together. A lot of people, listen, I'm happy for her. She's newly divorced from that clown. I just don't like it when the girls have kids that are old enough to know what's going on and their relationship might not be new to them, but it's new to us. And listen, they could have been dating for a whole year for all we know. But it's something about when it goes to the public is when it usually goes sour. Kind of like this whole Papoose, Clarissa Shields, Remy Ma mess. Like, I don't see that lasting long. Like, it was too much too soon. It's like an overly done sitcom. You get everything in the first 2 episodes. Honey, I've already busted my load. I don't need to be back here. You know what I mean? And I don't know. It's just something about it. It just... I don't know. And I'm not hating because let me tell you something. Aaron Pierre is fine, but he just doesn't do it for me. I don't know what it is. He's got the strong face, the big nose, the thick neck, but it's just something about him that just doesn't do it for me. I don't know what... Oh, it's time to light the reefer. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but he just doesn't do it for me. But he's fine. Now, I will roll around in the hay with him now. If he came and knocking at my door, especially tonight, with these titties, oh, honey, yes, definitely. But I don't know. He wouldn't be my first choice. I don't know. I'm into the chocolate nowadays, honey, because my birthday weekend, oh, baby, let me tell ya, it's something about that chocolate alabaster up against this chocolate alabaster that just make you catch your almonds a little faster. Bye-bye, friends. Oh, what time is it? Oh my God, it's almost 11 o'clock and I'm still bullshitting. Okay. But yeah, I don't know. It's just a lot really soon. And listen, again, they could have been dating for a year before they went public. But do what's right for you. I'm happy to see her happy. They look great together. I just want it to stick. I see a lot of the girls in her age group, in her demographic that get with these guys and they go so public and then it just all falls to piss. You know what I mean? And I don't want that for her. But I don't know if it does. She can handle herself. She's from New York. Okay. Them girls are built a little different. I'm only from Jersey. Okay. Anyway. Also, who else do we have? Oh, my best dressed of the night has to go to Glorilla. I loved this look. I love this on her. It was sexy. It was raw. It was rugged. It was still hip hop, but it was so appropriate for the night. And let me tell you something. Glorilla kills it on the red carpet now. I don't think, Vogue, why don't you have Glorilla on the cover? I would love to see Glorilla on the cover of Vogue. She's so relatable. She's an everyday girl who made it out, and I'm not even going to say made it out the hood because she had a decent upbringing from what I understand. You know what I mean? But, why not have her on the cover? Because she kills it. Glorilla kills it. Glorilla is a silent assassin on the red carpet. Ooh, can I say that on YouTube? I don't know. Glorilla is a silent pew 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 on the and then I did the gesture right. Glorilla is a silent assassin on the red carpet. People don't give her credit. But yes, Glorilla was definitely my best dressed. The hair, her in black hair doesn't do it for me though. I think black hair is too severe for her. And especially with that blonde strip. I didn't like that hair. But maybe pull back Honey, nailed it. Even with the tattoos and all, and I don't think you should put a bumper sticker on a Bentley, in the words of my no longer sister Kim Kardashian. But if it's one thing that bitch said that's true, I don't believe you should put a bumper sticker on a Bentley. But honey, Glorilla is a Ferrari girl. You would on a Ferrari, so hey, do you, boo? I love it. All right. It was one. Oh, girl. So Jamie Foxx got a little emotional during his speech. Jamie Foxx was very ill over the past year or so, and he's just recovering. Thank God. We thought we might have lost Jamie, but we didn't. I love the performances. They also honored Mariah Carey. Mariah just debuted a new song. It's been 20 years since the emancipation of Mimi. Her great comeback album. So BET rolled out the gold carpet for her, darling. She was there with her darling. Oh my God, darling, where's my champagne, darling? She was coming with all that. But honey, and I hope I don't get flagged for this, but I had to show it to y'all. Honey, take a look at Mariah. Take a look at Mariah, honey. Mariah, you are only 56 years old, girl. What is going on? Is there neuropathy? What in the nerve damage is going on? And the first part of her song is, and I chuckled when I heard it, and I like the song. It's cute for her. Listen to me sounding like Wendy Williams. Hey, Wendy, how you doing? Honey. She goes, came in the door, tripped in Balenci, Christian Dior's, and some 9-inch Fendi's. I said, bitch, where is you walking in some 9-inch Fendi's? It's the way you be hobbling along. 9-inch heels? Honey, please. You need an orthopedic Velcro sneaker if you're going to be walking like that. Girl, Mariah get on that stage and she does not move. Like, you don't even go from one end of the stage to the other. She looked fabulous, though. I mean, honey, she looked like a flute of spumante, honey. Ooh, that dancer is sexy, though. Girl, look at her take the coat off. Look. Honey, I cannot with Mariah. I cannot. Anyway, so one of the things I did like is, a lot of people were saying, oh, how dare they host the BET Awards, all this stuff going on in California. Oh, it's not time for that. People still want to enjoy life. You can be an activist and enjoy life too. And to all of those people, and let's be clear, I didn't hear anybody say that about the Tony Awards. Why did the BET Awards, have to cancel, or, they didn't even cancel. Honey, when Michael Jackson died, the show went on. It took a different route, but the show went on. But Doechii, after her win, she had this to say during her acceptance speech. Take a look.
I do want to address what's happening right now outside of the building. There are ruthless attacks that are creating fear and chaos in our communities in the name of law and order.
My ass.
Trump is using military forces to stop a protest. And I want y'all to consider what kind of government it appears to be when every time we exercise our democratic right to protest, the military is deployed against us. What type of government is that? People are being swept up and torn from their families, and I feel it's my responsibility as an artist to use this moment to speak up for all oppressed people, for Black people, for Latino people, for trans people, for the people in Gaza. We all deserve to live in hope and not in fear, and I hope we stand together, my brothers and my sisters, against hate, and we protest against it. Thank you, BT.
I thought it was perfect. And I like that it came from a younger person. I cannot stress this enough. The 90s babies on up, we can no longer rely on the generations before us. They have walked through something that we are facing now. They walked so we could run. It's time for us to grab the baton, pull our panties up, and be a little uncomfortable. And do the right fucking thing. So, listen, a lot of people got heat for not speaking up. And there's a lot of people on social media with a stick up their ass about, hosting, the BET Awards and, why should we care about award shows? We should care about award shows, especially ones like this, especially when the effort was really put in, the class was really brought back in, awareness was brought to the table, and Black excellence was shown. We absolutely should celebrate. Do you all really think, let me take my motherfucking glasses off. Do you really fucking think that we are going to let a diaper-wearing drag queen with a bad lace frontal toupee stop anything that's going on here? Because that's what he wants. He doesn't want us to celebrate ourselves. He doesn't want us to celebrate pride. He wants us to be scared. He wants us to be in the house. He wants us to be locked away. And let me tell you all something. For those of you who have good motherfucking common sense and don't always want to play the motherfucking victim all the goddamn time, don't always want to play the motherfucking martyr all the goddamn time, don't want to motherfucking pull up with that fake what do they call it? That fake, activism. You goddamn right we want to have a good fucking time. How dare you? I get so tired of the same goddamn people sitting up on social media with these backwards ass opinions. Yeah, everybody has the right to their opinion. They're like assholes. Everybody motherfucking got one. But guess what? If you can have the nerve to get up on the good goddamn internet and voice your opinion, you should also have common motherfucking sense too. Why should we care about we shouldn't care about award shows. Well, if you want to sit home and be fucking miserable, be fucking miserable. But guess what? James Baldwin knew how to motherfucking party, yaddy, yaddy. Bayard Rustin, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, hell, even motherfucking Farrakhan knew how to party, yaddy, yaddy. Martha P. motherfucking Johnson knew how to motherfucking party, yaddy, yaddy. In the midst of motherfucking chaos comes joy. In the midst of confusion comes creativity. In the midst of danger comes beauty, comes safety, comes utopia. You don't get those things without having to fight. And goddamn it, I'm going to fight and I'm going to shake my ass at the same goddamn time. You better goddamn believe it. Because I'm black, bitch. Because I'm black, bitch. That's what the fuck we do. We fight and we party. We fight for our rights and we party. Ain't nobody stopping shit over here. And anybody who thinks it should stop is a puss-ass motherfucking poop-up bitch. The fuck out of here. Everybody got their motherfucking opinions. And yeah, this is an opinion show. But goddamn, get on the right motherfucking side of history. Get your team right. Sitting up on the goddamn internet, don't contribute. Half y'all that sit up on the goddamn internet with all these opinions don't contribute no kind of creativity or no kind of inspiration or no goddamn body. Just a motherfucking hack. A moment of silence for the delusional puss-ass bitches out there. Up in smoke with you. Damn. Y'all will suck the nut out of a wet dream. Anyway, again, to the BET Awards. This is a step in the right direction. Now, what I will say is, we didn't need Snoop Dogg and Lil Wayne there. They've chosen their side. Listen, I know people out there be saying, but I mean, look at everything else they done. But they could really rap. I don't care. And this is where I have a problem with the entertainment. Yeah, let's have fun. Let's do our thing. But don't have the enemy in there. Don't have the enemy in there. Lil Wayne is a Trump supporter. Why was he there? I don't give a fuck if he could rap 1,600 bars, bitch, in a minute. He didn't need to be there. Rap those 1,600 bars at a motherfucking KKK Proud Boy red belly prick ass rally. Don't bring your ass over here to the Night of Black Excellence. Don't do that. And that goes for Snoop Dogg too, with your puss ass excuse for why you perform for the tariff twat. Bitch, you can make a bag anywhere. Now smoke on that. So that's all I ask, BET. That's my only criticism. A little more accountability, please, for the celebrities that you choose. Thanks. Anyway, so moving on. The Tony Awards was Saturday or Sunday? Sunday or Saturday. I can't remember. Cynthia Erivo. I had no idea she was that funny. I did watch a few clips of it online. Listen, I'm not a Broadway girl, though I have seen 2 Broadway shows, thanks to my cousin, the superstar Audrey. Hey, girl. That's my favorite cousin. So I have been, what Broadway shows did I see? I saw Les Miserables and I believe Beauty and the Beast. I might have been 3 times. I'm not sure. You know, I am a cultured cosmopolitan girl. From Jersey. Anyway, I am sick. Girl, I need to put these cigarettes down. They keep me from smacking a bitch, okay? Listen, do y'all want me to be in jail? How the hell am I going to host the show from jail? I'm sure one of the fine gentlemen in there will help me figure out a way. But we don't want to go that route. So let's get into the red carpet fashions. Cynthia Erivo, the host, honey, in this Scraparelli, honey, this is the best look I've ever seen her in, and she never misses, ever. Stunning. Also, Amal Clooney. Amal Clooney is another one. She never gets it. She never gets it wrong. This dress was full of pearls. I'm not quite sure who it is. If I had to guess, I would say it was Scraparelli as well. I've seen this work with Daniel Rosenberry before, but I could be wrong. I looked all over. And George Clooney looks amazing, by the way, as well. You know, a happy wife makes you look better. When you're faithful to your there I go calling women's bitches again. I'm sorry. When you're faithful to your wife, you look better. Ask Future. He wouldn't know. Also, Michelle Williams. And let me tell you something about Michelle Williams. She gets a bad rap a lot of the times. Oh, well, she was the third ex member, and she can't really. I've seen Michelle live. This is about 20 years ago. The Destiny Fulfilled tour. Her voice is made for Broadway. She was in the Broadway adaptation of what is the name of that movie with Goldie Hawn and Meryl Streep? What is it? I can't think of the name to it. It will come to me. But she's in the Broadway adaptation of that. Absolutely killing it. Rave reviews. I don't think she won though. But Michelle has been a Broadway diva for a long time. You know, she was in Aida as well. And who else? Oh, another Scraparelli look, honey. Sarah Paulson. I love this look. It was severe. It matched her. When I see Sarah Paulson, I see a non-nonsense ass bitch. Okay, I see a bulldog, a pit bull in a skirt, as Eve used to say. So this dress was severe, but it was still beautiful. It was masculine. It was feminine. It was everything wrapped in one. I really love this look, and I love the hair pulled back because she has a beautiful set of cheekbones. I don't like to see her with a lot of hair. So huge shout out to Sarah Paulson. And congratulations to everyone who won the nights and all the nominees. Okay. So, Andy Cohen, what the hell is going on with the Real Housewives of Atlanta? Andy Cohen. Andy Cohen. Bring Nene back. Bring Nene back. Bring Kenya back. So, I don't know if you guys have been keeping up with this, but I have been watching this season of The Real Housewives of Atlanta because I was interested to see what all the scuttlebutt was about. You know, there was rumblings before the season even started that Kenya got booted off the show because she did something to somebody. And then, you know, upon knowing the girl that she did the something to, honey, she's a love and hip hop hoe. That's this one down here at the bottom under Cynthia. This is a love and hip hop hoe. And so is the one next to her, Kelly Farrell. What? These are not. Who are these girls? They're not Real Housewives of Atlanta, honey. I'm more of a Real Housewives of Atlanta than either one of these bitches. Now, everything coming out, now that they're on TV, they got tax liens. This one girl, Kelly, her breasts are way too big for her body, number one. And she dresses like a Party City pinata. I mean, she's really loud and obnoxious. Britt what's her last name? Edie. Britt Edie, she's in this fake marriage with this, what I believe, in my personal opinion, with this closeted DL homosexual man who's playing her sugar daddy. And, you know, it's just a whole hot ass mess, Andy. It's just a hot ass mess. Then you boot Kenya off for showing explicit pictures of Britt Edie after Britt Edie threatened to pull a gun on Kenya. And then you bring back Phaedra, who got fired from the show originally for spreading false accusations of drugging and SAing people on the cast and others. Who was just on Married to Medicine not 3 seconds ago. And it's just like, Andy, I'm going to keep it real with you. It's like you're trying to do anything you can to phase out the Real Housewives of Atlanta. You know you can't have the Real Housewives of Atlanta without Nene. Yes, we have seen Nene take breaks several times before, but she always comes back. Andy, it is time to bring in the smoking gun. Bring in Nene. I need Kenya. I need Drew Sidora, because let me tell you something. Drew Sidora is bringing it. I could do without fucking Portia because Portia has no storyline. Although she is good for a good kiki and a little style inspo, because Portia is a bad bitch, honey. Let me tell you. But we could take or leave Portia. Portia could be a friend of. We could definitely. I love Shamia. I love Angela Oakley. Angela Oakley was the perfect choice. The perfect choice. She knows how to conduct herself. She's a classy lady. She has a quirky husband who's also a basketball legend. I don't like the fact that y'all are bringing Cynthia Bailey in and out. If Cynthia's going to be a housewife, make her a housewife. But she doesn't need to be a friend of the show. Her legacy at the Housewives franchise of Atlanta is too extensive for her to just be a friend of the show. If anything, y'all need to bring Eva Pickford back. I like the entire cast except for the two hoes down here at the bottom. Under Cynthia and Kenya. We need all 6 of these girls. Bring Phaedra. If Phaedra wants to be on Real Housewives of Atlanta, bring Phaedra. But also to agitate her, bring her ex-husband Apollo on. And his crazy hood rat wife. Phaedra wants to be back on the Housewives. Put that bitch in the hot seat. Give Candy a reason to watch. And then we need Nene. And we need Eva Pickford. Point blank, period. That's how you solve that problem. In other Housewives news, now this, Andy, this is iconic. So are you all familiar with Rachel Zoe, stylist extraordinaire Rachel Zoe? I mean, she really set the early 2000s ablaze with her boho chic style. And she's actually what put Bravo on the map for reality TV with her show. I can't remember. Hey, Google, what was the name of Rachel Zoe's reality show on Bravo?
According to Yahoo Sports, Rachel further made her career known after
The Rachel Zoe Project. Honey, I was a fever. She is, now this is a housewife. People are already familiar with her. They already know that she's got a little ticky boom boom. As my mother Wendy would say, this is a perfect choice. We already know that Garcelle Bouvier is not coming back, which I'm not mad at it. Garcelle, I love Garcelle Bouvier. She is a black beauty icon for life. But honey, reality, and she's a phenomenal actress, director, producer, writer, all of that. But a reality TV star, she is not. She's too highbrow for that. She's not going to get down in the mud like these other girls will. Now, Rachel Zoe's going to check her a bitch. I don't think those girls are ready for Rachel Zoe. I love the other black girl on there. I can't remember her name, but I love her. We need Sutton. We need Kyle. And I could take or leave Dorit. And I used to love Dorit, but I could take it. That's this one on the end next to Kyle. I could take her or leave. And what is Kim Richards doing? Kyle's sister. Is she well? Because we could bring Kim back. Andy Cohen did do an interview and said Lisa Rinna's time has passed and so has Brady Glanville. But honey, your viewers have passed. I think you need to bring them back. Anyway, before I close the show, I want to move on to something more serious. So listen. After feuding with, I need to light a cigarette for this. After feuding with Elon Musk, now the tariff twat is feuding with California Governor Gavin Newsom. What is going on in California is the most ridiculous, petty, unlawful bullshit I have ever seen in my life. And the fact that a lot of these other politicians on the Democratic side are playing pussy and acting like there's nothing that they can do. We need you to have boots on the motherfucking ground. Okay, I need somebody to walk into that Oval Office and tap that bitch on his shoulder and say, listen, bro, you don't have to get up out of here, man. You don't have to get up out of here. Because this, what he is doing, these were peaceful protests in California, in Los Angeles, and now Fox News and the conservative news media, and even CNN is like, oh, the riots. Bitch, it wasn't a riot until you brought the tank. You're the one that brought the tank. And I'm going to tell you something. And all of these protests are over these unlawful ICE raids. I'm going to tell you something. These people that they got picking up these immigrants, and some of these American legal citizens and legal immigrants and shipping them off. These men that are doing this, these are not official members of law enforcement. Let me tell you, in my personal opinion, Trump has the KKK. In my personal opinion, again, in my personal opinion, Trump has the Proud Boys out there snatching up these Latinos and these Hispanics. In my personal opinion. That's what's going on here. These are untrained American citizens, members of the Proud Boys and the KKK, in my personal opinion, that is doing these ICE raids. The BET Awards is over. The Tony Awards is over. It's time to get back to reality. We got shit to handle. And for all you black folks out there that keep on saying, I'ma sit this one out, I'm tired. Bitch, Tired of what? Did you get chased and attacked by dogs? Did you have street fire hydrants pointed at you? Have you been hit with a rubber bullet? Have you been arrested and detained for going to jail and thrown in jail for protesting? Did you have to pick cotton? Did you have to watch your father lay down with your sister in front of your master in order to breed more slaves? Bitch, what are you tired of? Explain it to me. Oh, them Mexicans, they did themselves in. They voted for him. That they gonna have to figure it out. Bitch, the election was rigged. Allegedly. We don't know who voted for what. Because Starlink counted those ballots. And oh my God, who owns Starlink? Elon Musk. Elon Musk done said it out his mouth in so many words. Okay? And let me point out another thing. Yeah, some of them Hispanics and Latinos did go down there and vote for Trump. But what are we going to do with the niggers who didn't go down there and vote at all? Because it was more niggers that didn't go down there and vote at all than it is the Mexicans that voted for Trump. So what should we do with you? The ones that are so tired. The ones that were too tired to even go down there and vote. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. And let me tell you something, Gavin Newsom. You see what happens when you play with fire? You started that puss-ass podcast, and I like Gavin Newsom, but he fumbled with this. You started that podcast, and you had people up there like Steve fucking Bannon. Ugh. And they turn right around and bitch your ass. But, check out Gavin Newsom's response. Because, before I started, they're calling for his arrest. Yes, they are calling for the arrest of a sitting governor of California. And take a look at his response.
When the borders are said to me yesterday, he did not rule out literally arresting you, nor Mayor Bass, if you interfere in his work. He said you hadn't yet.
He's a tough guy. Why doesn't he do that? He knows where to find me. But you know what? Let your hands off 4-year-old girls that are trying to get educated. Let your hands off these poor people who are just trying to live their lives, man. Trying to live their lives, paying their taxes, been here 10 years. The fear, the horror. The hell is this guy? Come after me, arrest me. Let's just get it over with. Tough guy. You know, I don't give a damn. But I care about my community. I care about this community. The hell are they doing? These guys need to grow up. They need to stop. And we need to push back. And I'm sorry to be so clear, but that kind of bloviating is exhausting. So, Tom, arrest me. Let's go.
Now, sidebar, I like how you cleaned that up in the middle when you said keep your hands off of 4-year-old girls that are trying to get their education. I like how you cleaned that up there. There's a little queen in you somewhere down in there, Mr. Newsom. I believe every word what he said. But listen, you Democrats got to stop playing with these people like this. Stop giving them chance after chance after chance. They bite you in the ass every time. Hell, they biting each other in the ass right now. And that's why we should have the BET Awards and continue to celebrate, because it's a bunch of motherfucking bullshit. Handling Trump ain't nothing. He's a big bully. And I'm going to show you another video. So this is Trump talking to the U.S. Army. I got a message for y'all motherfuckers too. Take a look at this.
And for a little news for the fake news back there, the fake news. Ladies and gentlemen, look at them. Look at them all. Oh, yeah, what I have to put up with. Fake news. What I have to put up with. This is a record crowd. You never had a crowd this big. That's an honor. You think this crowd would have showed up for Biden? I don't think so. I don't think so. Maybe I'm wrong. I want to thank so many great leaders here today.
Let me explain something to you. To any of you MAGA military men out there, or any of you soldiers that think this is a motherfucking game out this bitch, let me remind you of something. You made a motherfucking oath to the Constitution. You didn't make an oath to a diaper wearing, makeup wearing, bad lace front having, motherfucking shitty pamper, bitch with erectile dysfunction and a Napoleon complex. You didn't sign an oath to a bigoted fascist. You signed an oath to that motherfucking Constitution, which states that if the president at any time gets out of motherfucking line, you do the right motherfucking thing. And you motherfucking soldiers, he don't give a fuck about y'all. Especially not that black hee-haw one in the back. Yeah! You're a nigger, sir. Hoorah on that. You a black goddamn soldier. This man don't even want you in the army. Disgraceful. All of yous. Anyway. I done rambled to death. I just got a text message. She has a date tonight. So, listen, I will be back in a few days. Stay black. Stay proud. My Latino brothers and sisters, I'm not tired. I'm standing with you. Because when they come, James Baldwin had a quote, and they were quoting it all last night at the BET Awards. They may come for you in the night, but they're going to be coming for my black ass in the morning. And on that note, y'all have a good night. Ciao.